Hello everyone, I'm Crafty and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel as well if you've been here before. Today is a special day. So today I'm going to showcase to you a combo that I just discovered. Like, I have been playing with the new cards a lot, and I have been testing a lot of hands, a lot of engine cards and whatnot. And I also wanted to try to optimize the combo that I showed in my anti-Nibiru combos video that I showed. Like, I wanted to optimize that a little bit more. I wanted to cut out some cards. I managed to do that. Like, I managed to cut out Baby Rock and Snake Eyes Doomed Dragon. Like, because I wanted to try and make a combo that makes both Georgious and Areus online at the same time and permanently. So I wanted both these cards to have their effect that are only activatable like when you are equipped with the monster. I wanted that effect to be permanently enabled, basically. So just as a recap, Areus has an effect that basically like a Desiree, it negates cards on the field, on the opponent's field, up to the number of monster cards in my spell and trap zone. And this is a quick effect if this card is equipped with an equip card. Okay, so this is what we want to enable. Like, we want to equip it to make this effect always a quick effect. Similar thing with Georgious. Georgious has a floodgate effect, unfortunately. And this floodgate effect is only enabled if it is equipped with a Dragunity card. So we also want to enable this permanently. Okay. Until now, most of the combos that have been passed around, like in amongst the community, have always ended with like Georgious equipped with Luin, and then you needed to choose. Like, you needed to actually once you negate a spell or trap with Georgious, you needed to choose between Georgious and Areus. Like, do you re-equip Luin to Georgious to keep the floodgate effect, or do you equip Luin to Areus to enable the the multi-card negate with Areus on a quick effect? Like, you needed to choose between both, and I was thinking for hours, like, how can I make both enabled at the same time? And this is what I came up with. So this is the end board. Like, this is not the end board at the end of my turn, by the way. This is just the end board looks like once the interactions resolved on the opponent's turn as well. And ignore this barca for now, and ignore everything I type in this chat right here as well, because I realized later I made some mistakes here, which I will rectify once I start explaining the combo, okay? So let's answer the question that's on your mind right now. How the hell did I end up with this? So let's rewind everything. Let's rewind the combo from the start. And I'm going to explain the combo step by step here. Let's fast forward here. Let's get our opening hand. So basically this combo is just Remus plus 2 discards. That's it. It doesn't need specific extenders or specific cards or anything. It's just Remus plus 2 discards. You can do the same combo with Ravine plus 3 discards, and you can do the same combo with Queerness plus 2 discards. So yeah, or even maybe plus 1 discard, like Queerness maybe 1 discard, or was it 2 discard? I don't know. Like, I haven't tested with Queerness yet. I just tested it with Remus. So let's start. So of course we're gonna start with Remus, get Ravine, and we're going to activate Ravine to get Queerness. Queerness is gonna normal summon, get the Lance, and we're going to activate Remus in the graveyard to summon itself and go into Guidurk. Now here we can activate Lance to equip onto Guidurk, and now we can use the effect of Guidurk to get the Zephyros. We declare Lance equipping Phalanx, and now Phalanx is gonna summon itself in the monster zone and go into Crystal Wing. Here we bounce. So here basically we are protected from Nibiru. Okay, so at this point we summon the Crystal Wing on the 5th summon. We are already Nibiru proofed. So not only this combo ends on that crazy board, but it's also Nibiru proofed. Okay, but again, if you paid attention to that end board, Crystal Wing is not part of that end board. You will see why in a little bit. Okay. So now we can just bounce the Ravine with Zephyros, activate Ravine again, and we get the Legatus. Now Legatus special summons itself from the hand, and we go into Romulus, and you know the drill. Romulus get Claw, Claw get Mistletoe, summon itself, get the Guider back from the graveyard, and then Claw is gonna banish itself to summon the Guider from the Spell and Trap Zone. Guider here is gonna summon, it's gonna search, sorry, Samsara Dragon, and we're going into Atom. Atom gets Red MD, and Red MD gets Guider. All of this is standard. You guys know this by now. I hope so. Like, if you've been a long viewer of the channel, you probably know this. If you're new to Dragunity or new to my channel, this is a very standard sequence in most Dragunity combos, okay? As long as you play these engine cards, of course. So from here, things are gonna be a little bit different, okay? Again, I try to optimize the combo that I showed in the video that I made about the anti-Nibiru combos with the new cards. And here, what I came up with. So here, I'm going to go into Ringo Worm and immediately activate Ringo Worm to go into Areus. Okay. Unfortunately, Areus on summon does nothing. Like, this is pretty much a vanilla monster right now. It doesn't do much, which is one of my criticism about this, the design of this card. Which I will talk about in a separate video. I'm planning on doing another video where I go through my thoughts about the new cards now that I actually had time to sit down and test with them. And like, my opinion has changed like a lot of times throughout these days. So keep an eye on a new video where I'm gonna go through all 4 cards and share my thoughts after like these few days. Okay, so yeah, so again we use the Ringo token and Guider to go into Areus, and now we're going to link off Areus and Atom into Seal. By the way, we only play 1 copy of Seal here. I will show like a deck list, like a potential deck list. It's not optimized yet, but a potential deck list that you can play later on in the video, okay? So we go into Seal, which is our only copy, and now we're going to use Samsara Dragon in the graveyard to get back the Mistletoe, and immediately in the same effect, tribute it over the Seal. Chainlink 1 Seal, since it's mandatory, chainlink to Atom. Atom is gonna target and equip Phalanx, and the Seal is going to summon the Seifert from the deck. Now Phalanx is going to summon itself from the Spell and Trap Zone, and Seifert is gonna activate, sending the level 6 Mistletoe into the graveyard to access Saronir, and now we have access to our Bestial Engine. Now Phalanx and Seifert are going into Luin. Luin activates targeting and equipping the Phalanx. Phalanx is gonna summon itself back again. And now we can summon the Saronir by banishing either Zephyros or Atom. So here we have the level 6 Tuner Luin plus a level 6 the level 6 Saronir, so we can go into Crimson Dragon and here I think it's very important. Well, not very important, but I think it's better to chainlink 1 Saronir here and then chainlink to the Crimson Dragon. Because we're gonna search Synchro Rumble here, and we really don't care about the Synchro Rumble too much because we can adapt our combo in case this gets ashed or something, you know, or maybe it gets impermed or whatever. But mostly ash, because impermed is a little bit weird to play around. We can chain the Crimson Dragon to target the Crystal Wing, obviously, and summon something. But with the way we combo this, we kind of want to go full ham on the combo. Right, like every combo player is like that. Like when you want a combo, you want to go full combo, right? Like we don't want to get disrupted too much. It's annoying. We hate hand traps here. Anyway, like I said, chainlink 1 Saronir, chainlink 2 Crimson Dragon. So we're gonna search the Synchro Rumble, and the important part is we want the Lobelian in the graveyard. So that's the most important. So now we're gonna use the Seifert, banishing itself and get back the Lobelian. Lobelian is gonna activate and get us Magnamut. Now Lobelian is going to special summon itself and place the regained from deck, and now we can synchro summon this Patter. So here it doesn't matter if this Patter is in the extra monster zone or not, I just like to place it there. And now we activate the Magnamut, targeting specifically this Seal and banish it, because again it's our only copy here, so we want to recycle it with regained So chainlink 1 regained, chainlink 2 Magnamut, because we value the recycle of seal more than the actual search with the Magnamut. So yeah, so we chain block the regained, and now we draw one card. So the card that we draw here, it happens to be Querness, doesn't matter. So yeah, now we can activate this pattern to get back a body from the banished zone. It doesn't matter what body it is. I chose Ringworm here, but it doesn't matter. You can revive a Seifert, or you can revive like Samsara Dragon. It depends on what you want in the graveyard, basically. So yeah, here I chose Ringworm. It doesn't matter. Okay. Now we're going to link off this pattern and Magnamut into that seal that we just recycled. Okay. So now seal is part of the Endboard. Now we can activate Crimson Dragon, targeting the Crystal Wing to Synchro Summon Barca. And Barca is pretty much going to equip monsters from the graveyard. The important part here is the two most important monsters to equip are Phalanx and Areus. You can literally just equip those two. You don't care about these two, okay? And the reason why you don't care about these two is because not only we are not playing Doomed Dragon, but we're gonna like get rid of Barca immediately, like after this few steps, okay? So it doesn't matter the other two cards, like you don't need to re-equip Luin even, okay? We're not at the point where we want to use Luin yet. Okay, so you can just equip two cards, which are Areus and Phalanx. That's it. So now we're going to summon the Phalanx, and here is the cool part about this combo, which I actually it got a giggle out of me when I actually discovered it. So here, what I'm gonna do is just tag out the Crystal Wing for Arid Bear, because up until this point, the whole purpose of Crystal Wing is to protect us from Nibiru, and now it's time for him to take a break and let the big boy take its place. So now we're just gonna synchro summon Crystal Wing and Phalanx into Arid Bear, completely, like we're still completely like protected from Nibiru basically, but now we're just making Arid Bear as part of the Endboard basically. Okay, and the reason we want to do that is because we want to put back also the Phalanx in the graveyard, because now we're going to activate Ares effect, which allows it to special summon itself from the spell and trap zone, and also revive a Dragunity Tuner from the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you can special summon one Dragunity Tuner from the graveyard. So in the same effect, special summon itself from the spell and trap zone plus a Dragunity Tuner from the graveyard. I believe the special summon of the tuner is optional. Yeah, then you can. Yeah, it's optional. It's not mandatory. So yeah, it's nice. So now once we summon back the Areus from the spell and trap zone and the Phalanx, we're just gonna link everything, like the Phalanx, the Areus, the monsters that we summoned back with this pattern, and the Barca itself. So you notice like these two like are pretty much irrelevant. And we're going into our Georgious. Now here's the thing, in this combo you do not use Luin here. Okay, it's very important. Don't use Luin at this point. Okay, we're still not done yet. Okay, so on link summon, Georgious is going to special summon back the Guider. Okay, again, don't look at these messages, because I think I made like a few mistakes there trying to explain stuff. Okay, so the Georgious is going to summon back the Guider, and now the Guider is going to finally get us access to a card that we did not use yet in this combo, which is Falchion. Okay, look how late we access Falchion. Okay, this could be good, because sometimes you just don't want to use your Falchion early to extend. Maybe you can delay it, like maybe you can play this type of combo and delay Falchion until all the way here basically, which could be like important. Like I don't know yet, like I'm just like speculating, but yeah. So now we just access the Falchion, of course, search it and discard it, and now we can use the Falchion to target and equip Georgious with any Dragunity Dragon from the deck. It does not need to be another Falchion. It can be anything. Here I said like I equipped Falchion because, you know, if you survive their turn and you can keep it on the field, then you have like a free removal with its second effect. So yeah, so but it can be any Dragunity Dragon. Okay, so yeah, so you equip it to the Georgious. Now since Georgious is equipped with the Falchion, not only its floodgate is alive now, so it's a floodgate in the opponent, but this is pretty much permanent because we're gonna keep this Falchion right here. But basically, this monster that was equipped with Falchion is just gonna chill here. Okay, its whole purpose is to enable the floodgate effect of Georgious. Unfortunately, okay, I wish that effect was something else, but anyway, it is what it is. So we already accomplished one of our goals, which is to enable Georgious permanently. So now we're gonna see how we can enable Areus permanently. So here you notice we still have Synchro Rumble in hand. So what are we gonna do? We're going to activate Synchro Rumble, getting back the Luin. Oh, look at that, a level 6 tuner plus a level 6. What do? We go into Synchro 12, of course, and the monster I chose, of course, is Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon. Okay, we do not have this in Master Duel, of course, for my Master Duel viewers. So this card is pretty cool. This card has a few synergies with our deck, and also I like it. I like its effect. I like the removal that it offers. So I decided to try to make it work in Dragunity. So what does this card do? During the main phase, on a quick effect, so both our main phase and the opponent's main phase, you can target one face-up monster on the field or either graveyard. Okay, so it doesn't matter both fields or both graveyards, one monster, and you can put it in its owner's spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. However, the important part here is that you cannot use this effect the next turn. Basically, if I use it on my turn, I cannot use it on the opponent's turn, and if I use it on the opponent's turn, I cannot use it again on my follow-up turn. So that's very important to keep in mind. Okay, so that's the first effect. So basically, it pushes a monster in the spell and trap zone if you decide to target one monster on the field, or you can choose any monster in either graveyard and put it on the field as a continuous spell. Okay, and it has a second effect during the battle phase, where on a quick effect you can target one monster and one continuous spell on the field. It doesn't matter which field. You destroy them both. So you destroy one continuous spell and one monster on the field. So basically you can even protect your seal from getting attacked into if they do that play. Okay, so the important part here is that in both effects, this card basically plays around the concept of a monster being a continuous spell. Obviously, our monsters are not continuous spells. Our monsters are equip cards, right? So what is the synergy? Well, Areus, where is Areus? Areus's effect, like Areus Desiree-like effect, only cares about having face-up monster cards in our spell and trap zone. It does not need to be equip cards. Okay, so that's where the synergy comes from. Basically, like it's kind of neat that we can enable Areus even more, like to negate even more cards if we want to, right? Maybe like the removal, the spot removal of Vengeance is not good enough against certain decks, right? Maybe it's not good enough, so you rely on putting your own monster in the spell and trap zone as a continuous spell, and then you use that effect later on, like in 2 turns, okay? Because this effect is very strong in my opinion, but most likely you're gonna use this effect on your opponent's turn to push a monster in the spell and trap zone. Let's be honest, okay? Anyway, so we synchro summon into Vengeance Dragon, and now we just go and equip the Luin finally. So since we synchroed with the Luin, finally we get to activate the Luin and equip it onto the Georgious. So now Georgious is equipped with 2 cards, with the Luin and with the monster that was equipped with Falchion. Now we're just gonna go into the end phase, but here I just demonstrate like what the card does. Basically, like it can equip a monster from the graveyard in the spell and trap zone. You can decide, like depending on the matchup, right, if you want to have an extra target to negate with Areus, in which case you can choose one in your graveyard. But keep in mind, if you use it on your turn, you cannot use the same effect on your opponent's turn. So you cannot push a monster on the field or in their graveyard in the spell and trap zone again on their turn. Okay, so it depends on the matchup. If you don't want to do that, basically just leave this effect on their turn and push their own monsters into their spell and trap zone. Okay, so, and again, like ignore what I'm typing here. In the end phase, we search with Magnamut, of course, and this is the end board in our end phase. basically all of this. Like we have Seal, Georgious, which is already equipped with 2, so we are guaranteed to have the floodgate effect, regardless of how we use Luin. We have Vengeance Dragon, which has like 2 spot removal effects. We have Arid Bear, and we have Areus and Dispatter in the graveyard. Okay, as well. Okay, and plus 4 cards. Like we have the Drew Swarm that we search with Magnamut. We have the Draw with Regained, plus 2 other cards. Now, on the opponent's turn, what we can do is, if they summon a monster, we can activate Regained, summon back the Dispatter. Okay, if they special summon a monster, we can summon back the Areus from the graveyard. Also, if they use a spell or trap card, we can negate with Georgious by sending the Luin to the graveyard. Here, Luin activates and equips itself to Areus. Now, we don't have to worry about Georgious losing its floodgate effect because we swapped the Luin to Areus, because Georgious is still equipped with the monster that was equipped with Falchion. So now, Areus is equipped and Georgious is equipped. So, we reached our goal. Both monsters are equipped and they are permanently online as long as you can protect your back row, right? Another niche interaction with the Vengeance Dragon is that Vengeance Dragons require you to pop like one continuous spell and one monster on the field if you use it in the battle phase, right? And guess which continuous spell we have on the field? Regained. So technically, if you ever need to use that interaction, just know it's possible. Okay, so you can just pop Regain plus 1 monster on the field. Just saying. So that's another niche interaction with Vengeance Dragon. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a combo. I really wanted to showcase it to you guys. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, ignore what I type here because I thought Vengeance can send the Luin for its effect, and then realized, oh, it's only continuous spells, but it doesn't change anything in our combo, basically, right? Again, yeah, I think I explained everything in the combo. So now let me show you like a potential deck list. Like this is not like the best, like most optimized deck list, of course, but it's just like a potential deck list because I know people like want to see deck lists. So this is a potential deck list. You can play 2 or 3 Ravine, your preference. Like Ravine is a little bit worse to draw right now. It always has been like the weakest draw, in my opinion, and also in the opinion of many Dragunity players in the community as well. And I agree. I think like Ravine is the weakest one to draw. So bumping it down to 2 copies is fine. I think if you bump it down to 1 copy is too much, especially with Remus, because you make Remus a little bit weaker, in my opinion. So 2 is fine. I think it's a very good sweet spot. You can play 1 or multiple lances. It's a matter of preferences. 1 glow. You can play 3 Remus, 3 Quernus. Obviously, this card is bonkers. You want to draw it. And 3 Falchion. This is my preference. Some might play 2. Some might even play 1, depending on the list and the secondary engines they play. But I think 2 or 3 is fine. I tend to want to play it at 3 because I love drawing this card. You can play like 1 Phalanx. You can play 2 if you want, but you need 1 at least. 1 Legatus, you only need 1 Legatus for the combo. Samsara, Ringo Worm, Seyfert, Zephyros. You can also play, by the way, Koos. There are lines that go into Koos instead of Phalanx as well, so you can play 1 Koos, 1 Phalanx. 1 Drew Swarm, 1 of each Bestial, basically. Tempest and Goldsark, debatable. You can cut these if you want. Like I like to have them because like Tempest, when it gets banished, it can search Falchion, for example, right? Because Falchion seems like a really good target for Tempest to search. Like Falchion is a really good extender. So there is that. And also I like to have Tempest in my deck in case I draw the Red MD to make it less of a brick, right? So if I draw like a Red MD, I can summon Tempest with Atom or like Seal, and then banish the Tempest with the Red MD to summon it, and then I get to search on like on top of summoning the Red MD basically. So it makes Red MD a little bit less of a brick. Armagram, debatable. Here Armagram is here like for like some anti-Droll lines. Like there are some anti-Droll lines that utilizes Pisty and Triple Burst Dragon that usually end on Seal in the extra monster zone plus Georgious on the field. So maybe I'll show the anti-Droll lines like in a separate video. What else? And the rest of the cards are just like non-engine. Of course, we play like Simple Rumble and Regained, obviously, and the rest is just non-engine. You can play around with the ratios how you want. Other non-engines to consider like Nibiru, Diddy Crow, Phantasmi as well. I was told like by many in the community that Phantasmi seems to be good in this format, especially with all the links going around, so you can play that as well. Like I said, like you guys know me, I'm not really competitive. I'm more of a casual player, but I'm very passionate about Dragunity, so I'm going to be part of this discussion whether people like it or not. So, yeah. So these are like this is like a prototype of a list, I guess, and this is the extra deck. So one Guider, Luin, Barca, one Areus, one Crystal Wing, one Aridver, one Dispatter, one Crimson Dragon, Vengeance Dragon because I like playing it and it fits well with the combo and with what I wanted to do with this combo. But I wouldn't say it's necessary, of course. One Atom, one Seal, and one Romulus, Georgious, obviously, and the Pisty and Triple Burst package for when you want to play around Droll, which maybe I will show in the next video. So yeah, so that's pretty much what a list could look like, basically. So yeah. Anyway, enough yapping. Sorry for talking too much, but you guys know me. I'm very passionate about Dragunity, and I was kind of excited to share that combo with you. So there it is. I've said enough, so I'll just see you in the next video. Bye bye.